tractor.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm back on.
Woo!
Okay.
And I'm here again.
Okay, I know Yami Merrick's on Fake You, but I wonder if his regular voice is on Fake You as well.
Yeah, I'll just. Let me first
Get my
find.
list of topics up.
Let me first find that. Go on to YouTube.
Mario. Hey, Merrick Ishtar's regular voice is on Fake You. God bless you, Vegito 1089. I mean, the voice actor himself, Jonathan Todd Ross, actually did say Binky Boy at some point.
So in case Alex doesn't show up, this will just be our obligatory filler episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Ben, get on with the topics.
Alright, we'll do. So the first topic of the day is G4 has died.
Wah, wah.
Comcast, yep.
Wah, wah,
Comcast
wow.
is officially
Wow.
network after repeated failure after failure, but did not let any of its employees know, and many of them found out through a tweet by Wario64, including Jared, the completionist.
Gerard,
My bad. So I'm starting timer.
Pro Jared's a different dude.
Maybe having a raging SJW that looks like a boy insult your audience wasn't the smartest idea.
No,
Yeah.
It was not.
It was not a good idea. It does not surprise me. Once that happened, all cards were off. It was going to die. The question was when, and well, now we know. It's now. So
The time has come, and so have I.
Yeah.
I laughed last because you came to die. The damage done, the pain subsides. I can see the fear clear when I look in your eyes.
I piss on your grave.
Please tell me you know what song I'm referencing. Are you serious right now?
He's back.
Anyway, G4. Anyway, G4, you got what you deserved. So long, sweet prince.
Yeah.
Now on to the next topic. The creator of Super Mario Bros. Z is back.
Mark Haynes.
Animating episode 3 of its reboot.
Hooray!
So he said, and I quote, "Production on the next episode is now underway. I cannot give a time frame on when to expect the episode to be finished, so everyone's continued patience will be very appreciated. At the very least, though, I'll try to keep spoilers to a minimum. Emphasis on the word try." He goes into a little detail on how he's going to expand on Bowser and Eggman's uneasy alliance at the beginning of the episode, and showed off a few sprites of the ships he's using. He also posted an image of some rigging he was doing, saying, "Not gonna lie, it feels good to be rigging sprites again. The king is back.
And he's not going away. And he's not going away anytime soon."
And for any people watching the stream that have never watched Super Mario Bros. Z, look it up on YouTube. It is some of the best sprite animation you'll ever watch, without a doubt.
Damn right.
It's even better
watching the original back when I was in high school.
Right.
I think I was a freshman at the time.
I was in middle school. Time flies, man. Alright,
freshman.
Now we get on to our first big topic, Bayonetta 3.
Woo!
All right. There's a bit of stuff to talk about, so I'm gonna try and talk about. Helen Taylor, the original voice
Helena
of
Taylor.
Helena Taylor. Taylor has unfortunately been let go of her role. The reason that she refused to accept payments of just $4,000. I repeat, $4,000 to play a lead role that she helped make popular in a multi-million-dollar IP. Yeah. So she violated her NDA and posted 4 videos talking about her frustrations and asking people to boycott the game as a result, resulting in a ton of backlash against Platinum
Select the
Games,
stage.
including against including what's his name?
Hideki Kamiya.
Yep, him reacting like a child and blocking so many people that his account got locked by Twitter, and then soon after, nuked the entire account for 24 hours
Ouch.
until it was restored. And then Jennifer Hale ended up responding to the situation, or at least as much as she can, given the information she had.
Sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Can't stick around.
Very but again, because they're NDA, that's really decide unfortunately. But from the lights from the just like it's kind of that he does support the original actress Taylor, and she kind of got screwed over. Had no idea about what was going on between Platinum Games and her. So I'm gonna start the timer. Yeah, I canceled my pre-order.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
I was excited, and then all of a sudden, at least we saw Mario Rabbids to look forward to. You know it's bad when I have more excitement for a fucking Ubisoft game than I do a Platinum Games title. Here we go! Like, I don't know if the game will flop, it might not, but this is irreversibly damaged reputation. If anyone from a company that stood out as a big corporation, people aren't going to let them forget about that.
Game?
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Ben, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the game decided to be weird.
What did it do?
Select the stage.
Well, let's just say it decided it'd be all like... Gonna turn this all the way down to 15. I blame the sound mixing.
But yeah, what's your take on the whole Bayonetta thing?
Honestly, it's kind of stupid no matter what you look at it. Or no matter what way you look at it.
Yeah. It's a shame, honestly. I was looking forward to it, but I can't really support it. I mean, I'll probably buy like a used copy.
Yeah.
It's probably what I'm going to do in like November or something. But honestly, this has soiled my excitement for the game. One thing someone pointed out, someone tweeted, you don't even need to boycott the game. The sales of the previous titles will tell you how well we do. Which is just mean. That's just mean.
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
I mean, it is true. Like, to give an example, Bayonetta 2 this year just broke 1 million copies. And that game released years ago. Now, I don't doubt that Bayonetta 3 could make that much. Maybe it still can, but it's definitely lost a ton of customers because of this whole ordeal. It's not gonna end well for
Nope.
you know, Platinum. It's destroyed their reputation. Like, we are gonna look at them and like, yo, what the fuck? You're just another big corporation. You're not special. And that's the sad thing, because they used to be this kind of special standout company, and now they're just as corporate as everything else, which I guess is to be expected, unfortunately.
I'm just kind of doing filler missions.
That's fair. But yeah, I don't really have much to say other than I hope Nintendo and Platinum Games work something out with Taylor and maybe add her in as a free update. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I kind of hope the game bombs, but you know, only time will tell, right?
Watch it somehow become the highest selling game in the series.
It might. It has a possibility of that. I don't think it'll break more than 1.5 million. It'll probably be like around 1 million. And that's it.
Oh, I found the Chow.
I guess we'll see.
Got an A rank.
Alright, we're gonna go to the next topic. So this came out of nowhere, but the Silent Hill Twitter account became active again.
Really?
And, yep, and it said, "In your restless dreams, do you see that town?" The latest updates for the Silent Hill series will be revealed during the Silent Hill transmission on Wednesday, October 19th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And I want to just, I want to be excited, but in the back of my mind, I see it. That damned company that killed the IP to begin with. Because it's Konami. It's still fucking Konami. And like, here's the thing, like, we already know what 20 announced. It's going to be the Silent Hill 2 remake. Because that was leaked a long while ago.
Well, at the very least, you know what's a good thing about the mods I have in place, Ben?
What's up?
I don't have to worry about that weird glitch of the trolley car being on top of me as I'm playing this stage. Anyway, honestly, Konami is just being Konami.
Also, 24 hours apart is the Resident Evil Direct.
Of course.
It's like back to back. Which feels like perfect timing. Also, this was a good aspect. The art director teased that he's going to be a part of the transmission, or at least be a part of the project that's being revealed, which is really good. That he did Silent Hill 1 through 3, so he's no slouch. Yeah. I mean, who knows? I'm too burned out by Konami to be happy. I hope they show something good, but I'm too skeptical. I think we all are. I'm gonna go to the next topic. Aquaman 2 is undergoing reshoots, and Amber Heard is missing from them.
Oh, that's good. That's very good indeed.
That means either one of two things. One, they're just reshooting the scenes that she's not in. Or two, she's probably maybe out of the film.
Oh, in that case, WB realized they like money.
To be fair, it's a different WB now, the one that was...
Well, WB Discovery, whatever.
Yeah.
Point still stands.
Yeah. It's just an interesting situation. It's funny because, once again, Sly, you know, like Mike kept saying that was undergoing reshoots, and now it's been revealed by the Aquaman actor. Yep, undergoing reshoots, and he was showing himself on like this kind of being floated in the air for the swimming scenes. You know, it's interesting how much shit he's been getting right. And he had another scoop, and we'll get to that down the line. But yeah, hopefully they rework the film to be much better, because apparently, like,
Woo!
The test screenings were pretty poor.
Oh, I'm sure.
What?
I was asking Kevin what happened.
Got an A rank.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the next topic. You know the Avatar movies that are being made?
Which one?
The new ones are coming to theaters. They haven't started being made yet, but they announced that.
Not the Blue Cats one, or...
No, wait. No, that's not it. You don't remember? Like, Nickelodeon announced 3 Avatar films going to be made and released in theaters, animated ones. they found the animation studio to animate them, and it is Flying Bark Studios, who are known for animating Rise of the TNT and Lego Monkey Kid. And those animations, they're beautiful. Like, they're fucking excellent. So this is easily the best studio to pick out of anyone.
Wait, what happened?
Stuff happened. Sorry.
The Avatar movies have found their animators, Flying Bark Studios. The guys behind the excellent animation in Lego Monkey Kid and Rise of the TNT.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
very good.
Rise of the TMNT isn't really that good, but at least it was animated very well. So
Yeah, that's yeah. Literally, its animation is carrying it. It's like Demon Slayer.
Yeah, the animation is literally god tier. Lego Monkey Kid is easily their best work, though. It's so good. But yeah, it's good news for the Avatar movie. Movies, I should say. There was 3 of them. I'm gonna go to the next topic. What's this one? Oh, this is funny. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia confirms that Biden attempted to coerce them into postponing oil cuts.
Of course.
And they have announced that they have rejected it, and basically told him very openly and publicly to, and I quote, "fuck right off." So,
As they should.
So that's impeachable. Yeah,
Yep.
that's very impeachable.
And yet people won't impeach him because he's not the Orange Man.
Yeah, and he's not a Republican either.
Oh no, he's not the 2 things. He can't do it. Stupid. I'm willing to bet if Republicans take like a majority, they would impeach him ASAP. But
Oh, this part is my nemesis.
it's Biden.
Woo! Thank God. First try, bitch.
But yeah, Biden, fuck you. I don't really have anything else to say other than you're treasonous bastard.
The point of Let's Go Brand is
Yeah.
who fucked over in America then?
Far more of an Obama. He has a record load of fucking poor people.
Yeah, and I know somebody, and I am friends with somebody who is Muslim that hates Obama's. Oh my God, the truck went backwards.
Oh, you're doing that thing where you're going at the truck instead of coming at you?
No, it was by accident.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Apparently, someone found out that if you try running at the truck, it'll just go backwards.
Oh yeah, that's hilarious.
Wait.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's a well-known glitch, Mason.
I didn't even know about that. Alright, I'm gonna go to the next topic. So this is one that's pretty damn awesome. So
Hey, can you see if it works now?
The Kingdom Hearts 2002 pilot has been released by its animator onto the internet for all to be seen. It was done by Snef Kearsley. I think I might be butchering that name. And he worked on a lot of stuff. Brown and Friends for Netflix, 8 Live, Looney Tunes Show, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of story behind the pilots.
Where I am right now is currently the Chow Garden.
But it broke like 300k views until Disney came along. They didn't give him a cease and desist or anything. I think they got one of his friends who worked for the company at the time to say, hey, please remove this. Disney's not particularly happy, and he ended up doing so. But everyone archived it by that point.
I don't know why Disney would want to have them remove it. It's not like they're going to do anything with it.
I mean, usually when a company does this, it means they're working on something very similar. It's like the Metroid
Sure,
2
but there have been
anime.
times where it's proven that they're not.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
true,
been,
but like
I mean, the show is a new show has been rumored for quite a few years, with some credible sources saying it's there, like it exists. It's just unknown if it'll actually be finished.
dude, it's been rumored ever since Kingdom Hearts 2 came out.
Aww.
No, I'm talking about when Disney Plus launched. There's been pretty credible rumors about the Disney show. Disney Plus, I mean.
Don't worry,
But yeah, back to the pilot. The pilot was really, really good.
Don't worry, buddy.
Have any of you seen the pilot?
No, but I can tell you right now, I'm really skeptical because, true, there have been times where
Don't worry, buddy.
companies will tell people to shut something down because they themselves are working on something similar. Like you brought up the Metroid one, and they would end just because they're gonna make another Metroid game. That's fair,
Well, it was
but
because they were making their own remake of Metroid 2, but yeah.
Don't worry.
they were making another Metroid. That was just the entire point.
Hey
But the
Gizmo,
thing
am I
is-
showing too much affection for this Chow that I'm petting right now?
Let me see. Hold on.
Don't worry, buddy.
No, you're showing the right amount. As long as you keep showing it affection, it won't die.
Don't worry.
Soon.
And of course, or it's the other Chow I didn't have any plans for or hatched on its own. I'm like,
Yeah, basically, if you as long as you take care of it right, it won't die within 3 in-game years. It'll last up to 5.
isn't that just like,
Child can die?
It can die. You know
Nah.
those little morphing balls that they go into whenever
Yeah.
they mature, or if they turn into one and it's dark gray, then that means they die.
well, at least they come back.
Not really. There has to be a certain color for that to happen. If it's gray, then they're long gone. I had to learn that the hard way.
I'm
Oh,
well, anyway,
Fuck.
I'm kind of doing like the Chow Garden as part of like the filler thing since the plot happens when Alex shows up.
Yeah.
Oh,
What were you saying, Gizmo? You were talking about the Kingdom Hearts thing?
yeah. Usually, you are correct when you say that. Usually, companies are already working on something similar. That's why they want to shut down, like the Metroid thing. But sometimes they're just being dicks, and they just don't want anybody else making it. Like, for example, there was a couple guys that tried to make a complete 3D remake of Chrono Trigger. That ended up being shut down.
That-
You would
I
think
know,
that
I know about that, but
you
that's
would
not
think with
really
that
comparable.
well, it kind of
It
is
was a
because
pilot.
what
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
is
no, 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 no. Let me. The pilot wasn't just made. It was made back in 2002 under Disney, but he owns the animation. He owns the animatic. It's his work. Like Disney didn't obviously stretch the name.
Okay.
They just asked him politely if he can remove it. It wasn't that. It was just newly made. This is history. Like this is very early Kingdom Hearts history that's been lost for like 20 years. The fact
So I-
that the fact that we even got it is honestly kind of amazing.
So I got objectively the best fruit in the game.
What'd you get, the chow fruit?
Yep.
Those are
Also,
expensive.
interesting note, but you know the Final Fantasy protagonist
Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah. The voice actor for him voiced Sora in the pilot.
That's odd.
He does a really good job. The voice actor for Riku at the time also reprises his role. So do
David Gallagher.
Yeah, correct.
Are they
Oh.
actually gonna have like? So here's what I'm wondering, because Disney and Square Enix are really anal about their properties. Are they only gonna show Disney characters? Are they only gonna show Square characters? Or are they gonna show a little bit of both, like the game intended?
It was the pilot, so I think the original intention by the show creators at the time was to do both. You like to explore the Disney World while also doing what the game said, having like Final Fantasy characters.
Right, but I'm concerned
basically-
because when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, they had a little to no Final Fantasy or Square characters. Sure, they had a ton of
Yeah.
Disney, like we had Toy Story, since now that's a part of Disney officially anyway. They had you could argue they showed Marvel with Big Hero 6. They showed Enchanted. They showed Hercules again after like all these years.
And
But I have not-
unfortunately, because of the passing of the Seiyu of
the Japanese voice
Philatides, Phil didn't have a speaking
Phil,
line.
they couldn't let him voice. They could just. Yeah, but they still could have done something. Brought back.
They
what was his
had
name
no
again?
problem replacing Master Xehanort's voice actor.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I'm
after
saying.
Chikao Otsuka passed away. They just had his son do it at Akio Otsuka, which I literally called right on the money. Because I'm like, they're just gonna reuse Akio Otsuka. Which, to be fair, on Otsuka's part, he does a good job emulating his dad. So, props to him.
Well, the game is why I'm really concerned. There's more reason the most reason I'm concerned, though. Sure, I had concerns when they told them to take it down because there are reasons why I think so. Because a lot of fan projects that were not making money get shut down, even though the company wasn't going to make jack shit with it. Whatever, that's one thing. But Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't show anything from the Square side.
Yeah,
they'll
it
show
only...
it in, like, literally... They'll show it in, like, every other side game, side game, and side game, but...
To be fair, it's because the main focus was on the final quote-unquote part of the story, the story arc, while also doing its own thing with the Disney World. I think Nomura has said that there wasn't any time to show the Final Fantasy characters. They were planned at one point, but they had to be scrapped because they couldn't fit them in the story. And Kingdom Hearts 4
There you are.
is apparently going to have a lot more Square stuff, just far more.
That's fair, but I still think that they could have... I get people already waited long enough for Kingdom Hearts 3. Hell, I think some of them are past the drinking age now that Kingdom Hearts 3 is out, but I think they should have just given them a little more time, maybe at least 2 more years, so they can add in some Final Fantasy stuff, because let's be honest, Marvel vs. Capcom, it's not Marvel vs. Capcom without Spider-Man, it's without Spider-Man and Ryu.
Because there wasn't any part of the story where they were needed at all. And that's why they were cut, because there wasn't really anywhere to put them that wouldn't stretch out the game's length unnecessarily.
And yet they kept showing us Radiant Garden in quite a number of the time.
I would have settled for at least a summon that referenced Square.
Yeah, that would have been fine. I don't know why they haven't done Square summons at all in the series.
Yeah, like costumes, unlockable weapons, something. I mean, I feel like they just left Square to just wait in like a sideline.
We could have just, since Nomura is a fan of putting in the characters he designed, why didn't he put in other people from FF6, like Kefka, for crying out loud, or hell, give us friggin' Garland.
I feel like those films are too big to include. You're gonna have to do them elsewhere.
Dude,
I mean, we might get the next game. There's gotta be a lot of stuff.
Dude, we've seen a lot of Final Fantasy 7. I want Final Fantasy 8 and 9 characters to make more appearances.
Ultimecia.
Dude, we have Vivi and Ultimecia and Vivi, but
no, Ultimecia is not in Kingdom Hearts in any capacity. I'm just saying I'd like to see, another villain from a Final Fantasy game that isn't Sephiroth.
Cypher.
Cypher's in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Barely.
And
he's just a bully. Literally, he's just a school bully. I mean, sure, to be fair,
he's a school bully voiced by Terry McGinnis.
Yeah, to be fair, but still, I would at least like to see Cypher hold that gunblade again.
Yeah, they allow the Squall to hold a gunblade, but not Cypher.
They literally turn him into a kid. Like, Cypher and Squall are practically the same age. They're in the same grade. They're actually school students. But they literally de-aged Cypher and heightened the age on Squall. I never really understood that.
And meanwhile, they renamed Squall Leon.
Well, they gave an excuse for that. He calls himself Leon because he doesn't want to associate himself with the world he lost. So this is his own way of starting over with a clean slate.
Yeah, but there's one problem. His full name would be Leon Leonhardt.
well, his full name is Squall Leonhardt, so it kind of makes sense why he just wants to be called Leon, because just his first name, it kind of reminds me of his home that got destroyed. Nobody calls him Leonhardt or Leon for that matter in Final Fantasy VIII, as far as I remember.
Nor do they call him Leon in what was it?
Dissidia?
Yeah, Dissidia.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense,
And it's
why
weird.
not just-
And it's weird that the poorest entry in the Dissidia franchise, Dissidia NT, has the best character writing in terms of the story. I'm not kidding. Everybody's more in character in that game than they are in the other two Dissidia games.
We're getting off track, but
Sorry.
You're talking about the show, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
like
Let me
there's
look.
been-
like I get that even though the storyboards look a little weird, that's the storyboards. Or if it was actually animated, it would look significantly different.
For sure. According to the guy who made the animac, it wasn't even like the final design. It's going to be very more anime-like for Sora, like Riku, and Ko. When it came to the animation, that was just his style for the animatic, the pilot. And the sad feed is that the pilot was praised in its test screenings with kids. They loved it, but the show was canceled because Square didn't want it made. And Disney has canceled a lot of projects because Square has asked them to. And the last thing we heard about a possible show was a few years ago. Disney Plus opened. Some very credible sources said that was being made, and that what was happening was that they were both Disney and Square were fighting on over who should animate the pilot. And Square at the end basically said, "Fuck it, we'll do it ourselves," and animated an unknown pilot in the Unreal Engine using models from Kingdom Hearts 3. It is vastly unknown what the pilot is about.
Hey,
But we know that Bill Farmer was the voice of Goofy in it. And that's it, that's all we know.
dude, I'm gonna murder some people.
I'm gonna yuck you up.
You better give me my money, Disney.
I get
No, where's my money?
I get the
Where's Maxie? Seriously, where's Maxie? You removed Maxie from my life. Disney, where's Maxie?
Maxie has fallen to darkness.
I get the distinct impression the Chow that I'm currently raising, Ing's highest stat is, or rather highest aspect is swimming.
Swim.
Swim in the rain, swim in the rain, swim in the rain, swim in the rain.
I bees in
But
the
yeah,
Sora, I
tried,
bees in the trap. Bees in the trap.
Hey, can you try capturing the footage on the Discord again? If not,
I can't. It can without a URL, so I'm afraid.
I'll start that stream then.
I do got a question for everyone before we go to the next topic. I do
Alright.
go in a bit, but do you think Kingdom Hearts will ever get a show at some point?
Probably not.
Eventually, but not soon. It'll be by then it'll be far too late, and
I think it depends.
they'll probably have one more game out, and that's it.
It's pretty clear that Disney won't make it about Square's consent or involvement,
Or
which
Disney.
is interesting to say the least. I mean, it's good. They're not gonna make something shitty without Square, but at the same time, it's unknown if it'll get made. It's possible. Maybe a few years down the line, especially with the pilot being really popular, it might kick up a few things. But ultimately, it's up to Nomura Square to greenlit and allow Disney to make the show. I hope it gets made, because there's a lot of potential. The pilot was great. Like, it explored a lot of things. Like, it explored Riku and Kairi's relationship, and that's something you never fucking see in the games. Ever! So, there's just a lot of potential for it, and I hope it gets made one day, but who knows? Maybe not. Alright, next topic. So, we got a bit more details on the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh's death, and it turns out, according to a lot of eyewitnesses and a military officer, he died trying to save people during, like, a really bad storm. A riptide, yeah, a riptide.
Damn.
Not a hero, that's all I can
Damn,
say.
Kazuki Takahashi went out like a badass.
He really
Oh
did.
yeah. He could have just stayed and he could have kept on like living, but he decided to go out like that.
He went.
Yeah, he went out like a hero.
Yep,
Very much. God bless the man.
a real man and to look up to.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the next topic. I don't really have much to say on that. Marvel delays. Oh, shocker. A bunch of Marvel projects got delayed.
Oh no.
Blade was delayed to September 6, 2024. Deadpool 3 was delayed by 2 months, so November 8th, 2024. Fantastic Four was delayed to February 14th, 2025. Avengers Secret Wars delayed to May 5th, 2026. And an unknown Marvel pick set for February 14th, 2025 has been pushed to November 7th, 2025. With another being removed completely after being set for May 1st, 2026. Pre-production for Blade has also been shut down. The script has been completely scrapped. Marvel is now looking for a new script and a new director for the film, and is also working closely with the current actor for Blade to get the right script. Another piece of news is that Harrison Ford is going to take over the role of General Ross after his original actor passed away.
Yeah, William Hurt ended up dying earlier this year.
Yeah, rip.
Kind of a tragedy. Yeah, I'll be honest.
There. So what's everyone's thoughts on that?
Oh God, Knuckles, you were having a seizure up there.
I do
And-
want to say, Harrison Ford as Red Hulk sounds amazing.
You know, I'm
cool, but that would really, I really wonder what Harrison Ford is going to think of this role.
Yeah. It's he's like,
I mean,
oh, are
it
you
just
going
seemed
to
like
make
the-
Secret Wars? And he's got to be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying because it looks like he doesn't really like being associated with Indiana Jones or Han Solo, despite his like lengthy filmography. You know, who knows what his reaction will be if people only know him as the Red Hulk.
Yeah. I'd rather be known for the classic 80s film, 70s, 80s movie than
As long as they do the character right, I don't mind. I mean, like,
I'm more impressed
if you do the Red Hulk really well, then you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, they had to convince him hard to be on Star Wars again. They're really convinced. They must have had to really convince him to be on Indiana Jones one more time. They must have had to write him like 5 checks and give him like a couple of Ferraris to get on like something
I
like
feel
a
like
Marvel
they
movie.
also had a good pitch because he's only in Indiana Jones 5 because he really liked the script. He does seem very passionate for that film. I think it's going to be a shit show, but he does seem passionate for that.
Oh God.
So it's possible that they convinced him of a very good pitch for General Ross to take on the role. What that is, I don't know. Maybe he's a secret Hulk fan for all we know.
Ben, I don't mean to interrupt you, but someone asked me if I knew Dewey.
You know the way.
I know
He
the
doesn't
way.
know the way. He does not know the way.
I know the way, though. I know the way. He doesn't know the way.
I spit on you.
I spit on your face.
I spit on you.
know the way.
You
Okay, next topic. So Sudden and aka Mikey has revealed some of the sources have been saying about the new Man of Steel film. And there's a bit more detail. So apparently the Man of Steel 2 will just be called Superman.
Dude, just call Man of Steel
Supergirl
2.
will have some kind of role in the film. The Rock wants to produce the film. Zack Snyder is still wanted as the director by Warner Bros. Discovery, and the current aim for a release date is Q4 2024.
Okay,
And
why is it that out of any of these people in the DCEU, why is it that The Rock, who is relatively new in this scenario, is the only one who's remotely passionate about bringing back Zack Snyder, or among the various producers? Because
Fair, some of the Discovery guys want him back, but yeah, you're right. He's been pushing for it for years.
yeah, I mean besides the Discovery guys.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's because he's very passionate, but I think the other reason is that he wants to have this fight with the Zack Snyder Justice League. He can't have that without Zack Snyder.
I swear he is a big fan of he's a big fan of Black Adam based on what I've seen of his what I've heard about him as the character.
He has a lot of passion for the character. It's very clear that he has been trying to make this film for decades, and now it's finally done. And it's very, some of the stuff reminds me of Man of Steel, which is a good thing. I'm curious. I have my ticket pre-ordered for Thursday, so I'm definitely gonna see it. But yeah, funnily enough, after Mikey's report about Man of Steel, a report from the Hollywood Reporter came out saying Warner Bros. Discovery leadership has an intense desire for Henry Cavill to lead a new Superman film. The project that would essentially be Man of Steel 2 is currently in search of writers. He was right again. Mikey just keeps on being right for some reason.
Are we sure he's not a prophet?
He might as well be God.
Nah, that's,
Yeah.
pushing it.
Yeah, I know.
Wouldn't you agree, Gizmo?
Yeah, he just disconnected again.
Oh, of course.
Second time. But yeah. Yeah, I hopefully Zack Snyder comes back. I mean, at worst, they might bring him back as like a advisor for the movie because he's busy. Oh, he's back.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, we were talking about.
Did you set up this?
Yeah, I meant to go to the broadcast chat. I accidentally got myself out of the chat room. Here you go, man.
All right.
Okay, so let me repeat what I was saying. So, I'm hoping Zack Snyder comes back. At worst, he might be brought back as a advisory for the project because he's working on the Netflix movies. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. I hope he comes back. It would be great. That's all I have to really say. Should we go on to the next topic?
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, I put in a link, so.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So,
Okay, I gotta read some of these. These Ebola. Like Anthony Henderson has also said, I think Harrison Ford should play Indiana Jones' father, and they should get like Viggo Mortensen to play young Indy. Ebola with cheese. He was probably a comic nerd. Or we don't.
I need to go after this. Let me read this because I need to go in a few minutes. All right, so Microsoft's buyout of Blizzard Activision has hit a tiny roadblock, not a major one, but it's interesting. So so remember how Brazil basically told Sony to fuck off?
Yeah.
Saying that their job was to protect consumers, not the competition. UK advisory on what are they called? The CMA had the exact opposite opinion, using a lot of what Sony said as arguments against the buyout, and effectively saying that they are afraid that this could impact Sony's lead in the marketplace. And here's the thing, right? This isn't really worrying for Microsoft because they did the same thing to Facebook a few years back with Meta, and they Facebook sued them, the CMA, and they won that lawsuit. And now they're trying to do it again with Microsoft. And it's like, you're going to lose if Microsoft sues you.
Yep.
You're going to owe them a ton of money while also having to allow them to, the Blizzards to release the Blizzard stuff in their country. At worst, in the most unlikely scenario where Microsoft does lose, they just don't release Activision products in the UK. Like, that's it. It would be a loss of money, but like whatever. It's just an interesting scenario. I I don't think we have much else to say.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let me talk about one more topic, and that's it.
Is there any other news that anybody wants to share that they heard about?
Gotham Knights. You guys hear what's happening with that?
No, what?
Okay, so it was revealed that Gotham Knights on all consoles except PC will run 30 FPS.
God.
The reason why, and to be fair, it is a fair reason why I'm looking up, is because it's a very intensive game. It's a 4-player co-op open world game, and a lot of the consoles, even like PS5 and Xbox Series X, struggle trying to run it over 30 FPS. So they decided to just lock it to 30 FPS while PC will have 60.
Select the stage.
And honestly, with it being like a big 4-player open world game, I do understand why they did this.
You know, they could have just delayed it so it could be optimized for console.
I mean, sure, but that's if they can even do so. The game's been delayed like 5 times, so it's possible that they're trying to, but it's just not possible with how technical the game is.
Like, okay,
The weird thing,
I see
though,
them like
weird thing that
optimizing it for
bothers me
console
is
like a couple patches.
the weird thing is that on consoles it's $70, but on PC it's 60, which is stupid. Stupid. Like, if you're going to limit the console versions, I understand why. Make it as cheap as the PC version. There's no reason not to do that, right? Like, it's stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else. Inflation and shit, and video game companies thinking they can get away with $70 games again.
Of course. You ever wonder why reducing the prices actually worked so well all back then?
People won't have to put a mortgage on their house twice just to get the new Call of Duty.
Yep. For multiple years in a row. Come on. Up there you are.
I found him.
Oh, this is interesting. Before I go, Zack
The
Snyder.
Emerald situation.
Zack Snyder posted a
Yeah,
picture of him
this
with
is
Cavill
perfect.
on Man of Steel saying, "My Superman, past, present, and future," which sounds like a hint. Honestly, that
Select
sounds
the
like a
stage.
very interesting hint.
Remember when Shazam could only afford any of Henry Cavill except for his face? Those
Oh
were
my
weird
God,
times.
Oh my god, this is funny. Okay, this is funny. So, remember how Splinter Cell Remake will have a story, quote-unquote, written for a modern-day audience?
Oh God, that's always a bad sign.
Yeah, I guess what just happened.
What?
The director of the game has left Ubisoft.
Oh,
boy.
God.
That's not good. That's either a really good thing or a really, really bad thing. You can't go both ways. It's gotta be one or the other.
Hey, Gizmo.
Is this the same guy who's trying to story from the modern audience?
Good question. I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, Gizmo. Quick question.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite aspect of the treasure hunting segments in SA2 that you liked?
Favorite? None really stand out.
So it's just kind of to you?
But, it's more tolerable than anything.
Well, I mean, the Sonic Adventure 1 segments were actually kind of better. But that's... What?
Were they?
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, before I go, my copy of Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope is preparing to be shipped. You guys know that game, right? I can't be crazy.
Yeah.
Good. I'm excited. It's been
And, tomorrow I'm going to be getting quite a few things, including my copy of the Super Sons movie.
The one where the two kids are battling Staros.
Yeah. It has its truth, justice, and the American way in that.
Select a stage.
Come on. You can't fault it for having Superman's motto.
Glad they actually put it back in.
You know, before I go, I want to talk about the next time for Death Battle.
Next time for Death Battle, let's just say that, Let's just say it's going to be a very interesting Halloween this year. And to think that weekend, and Ben, that weekend, Alex and I are slated to watch the OG Halloween movie.
Ooh, wait, what day?
October 29th.
Am I off that day?
It's a Saturday.
I'm working. I might maybe at night, but I can't promise for sure.
All right.
Before I go, I do want to rave about that SpongeBob vs. Aquaman episode because why was it so good?
Yeah, it was
Why?
better than it had. It was
It
better
had-
than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was so funny. It had emotion. Like it genuinely made me tear up in the fight. Like what the fuck? Why is this emotional? Why is this making me cry?
And to think, SpongeBob actually ended up gaining a super friend.
Oh, my heart. No, Kevin, no.
I like how they acknowledged that SpongeBob had seasonal rot. Basically,
Yep.
that the seasons have gone a little
That's
worse.
my only nitpick because they kind of disregard the 4 episodes that were really good. It was season 6 and 8 that were season 5 through season 8 that were really bad. After that, it got a lot better, way better. That's my only nitpick. That's it. Like the rest of the episode was phenomenal. Like. When Aquaman's crying, he sees all his alternate selves are so much better than him, and SpongeBob makes a speech that encourages him to fight on, grabbing the fucking spear and stabbing SpongeBob as Aquaman says, "May the best hero win." Oh my god, that was so good!
I like the little send-off he did with SpongeBob where he said, "Let's be super friends."
Oh, that was so good, and oh my god, the voice acting is fucking amazing.
They actually got someone who could imitate Tom Kenny quite well. And and you want to...
It's the guy who did Aquaman and Dio in the show.
That's a
Wow.
wow. That's some range.
Funnily enough, you want to know something interesting? And this is related to a different dub. In the Brazilian dub of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the guy who voiced Father is also responsible for the voice of SpongeBob and Goku.
Bruh,
I am not kidding.
that is range.
It's crazy range. And the voice actors are kind of crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
It's why it was kind of my passion to be one on one day. And then all this bullshit happened.
Just imagine you're voicing Death Battle. You went from Frank Park to get out of my fucking country, and you went from all that to
I know it's the vocals and the voice actors of this episode, even this season has been excellent. Season 9, honestly, has been really
Well, at least it's been
good.
consistently better than Season 8.
Yeah. Season 8, I really like Season 8, but it was more of a mixed bag slightly.
You went from
Ugh.
That stuff definitely poked its head out a bit more. It was better than Season 7. Season 7 was worse.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
though, I think we're gonna have the best. I think we're gonna have the best voice work when it comes to this October episode, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, either that or it's going to be live action.
Yeah,
It might be.
I
mean,
feel like
tell me-
I'd actually root for it being live action.
It's probably going to be. They hinted with the.
Oh, I hope it is live action, like the
Hawkeye
rumors say.
They've been hinting with the Hawkeye team that they're going to do another episode a few months back, and now this is probably it. We'll know in due time. They'll confirm in the next few days or so, but it's definitely probably going to be live action. They wouldn't do it otherwise, I don't think. I mean, it makes sense. When you have like connections to live action, people who help you make live action videos,
Even
you are going to take advantage of that. What's up?
even when some of the live action episodes have been weird. Looking at you, Nightwing versus Daredevil.
I think that was actually really good for what it was. That was the very first live action episode they did. You gotta keep in mind.
Yeah. Well, no, the first one was Daredevil versus Nightwing, which is also really good.
Yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
Alright. My only complaint is the death in Winter Soldier versus Red Hood. That was very underwhelming. But again, I get it's like
Red Hood versus Winter Soldier I felt was better choreographed, but
it was supposed to imitate the death of Winter Soldier crushing the helmet into Red Hood's skull, but it just ended up making him look like he was just holding the damn thing.
Right. Alright, it's time for me to go, so I'll see
All right.
you guys next week. Thank you for having me.
no problem.
Yep.
You're around. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Well, now I'm just gonna have my Chow in an epic showdown. Boom.
This is the ultimate.
Oh, the Amaranth situation, or did you guys already talk about it?
Poosh.
They did a little remaster of that song. They remastered that song.
Did they?
Yeah, they not only remastered it, but they had like someone did like a little collab project where different scenes. Like one individual artist would reanimate one scene from the video.
And by the way, for some people wondering, no, I can't do anything to interact with this battle other than cheer the Chow on when it's tired.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I literally have to watch this unfold. Oh no, that hurts so much. And I wish I could get...
You know what really sucks about Raising Chow is that they're not really immortal like you would expect a digital pet to be.
Yeah.
Like they at most can live up to 5 in-game years, which is not a lot.
Which, by the way, that's 5 hours.
How long is 5 in-game years?
That's out.
That depends how long you spend in the garden itself.
It's 5 hours.
So it's kind of like the hyperbolic time chamber thing, except 1 year in-game was 1 hour out here.
Yeah, you don't even survive shorter time if you like abuse the Chow too. You know, throwing it, waking it up from a nap, that kind of thing.
There was actually a YouTube video where somebody abused a Chow and it got a ton of dislikes.
Oof.
I know someone on SGB who likes abusing Chows.
You want to. That kind of says a lot about you than anything. It's not even like you're abusing Sims. You're abusing little cute creatures like Chow.
Yeah. And let's just say, you want to know what his reaction was when he got to the Chow room in Shadow the Hedgehog? He said, "Pain is God and I am Pope."
That's
I'm like, dude,
hilarious.
come on.
That's like something out of Rick and Morty. Pain is God and I am the Pope. Oh, Rick.
The Rick and Morty. I heard season 6 was awful.
In case some of the audience members are wondering why this is a filler episode, our buddy Alex has gotten a case of sore throat. So he'll probably be joining us like at the end, right? Like near the end of the stream.
See, I told you.
This is all I can do in this thing. Mash the A button.
I really hope that if they do manage to make a Sonic Adventure 3, they don't make the Chow age up that fast or to the point where they die. Like, I really want them to just make them Nintendogs or at this point.
Yeah.
Hit a Chow by accident.
Eh.
Chow in Sonic Adventure 2, it got 418 likes.
Someone's echoing.
What?
Someone's echoing.
Oh, shit.
Me?
No.
No. Okay. Shiny white. Oh wow. Didn't even notice.
Wow. Oh, my Chow was skilled enough to dodge one standing up on his hind legs. Unfortunately, he couldn't do it again. Oh, screw you, man.
Apple.
Well, at the very least, my AI opponent doesn't mash the buttons. Oh, come on! This is the most action I've seen in a beginner level of Chow Karate. Go get him! Oh yeah! Outlast the clock! Outlast the clock! Come on, you can do it! You can do it! Pooh-yakasha! Just by a sliver.
Anyone got any plans for Halloween? Scary movies, trick-or-treating?
I'm hoping to get I'm hoping to get a couple people in for Left 4 Dead 2.
I think I got that.
With mods. I love how they paint the black market at how they're trying to make the Chow black market seem like this sketchy place, but I'm like,
I think that's funny.
yeah. It's literally in a school locker.
I still think it's kind of weird the way they handled that Chow Center in the garden. Like, they couldn't find a way for people to trade them online.
Mean transfer them?
Trade them, transfer them, whatever. Like, think about how many people would start trading chow with each other.
You know who is casually the fastest character in all of Sonic media?
Sonic.
No. It's Dr. Robotnik.
My metabolism doesn't count.
No, you should see how he easily outruns Sonic in Sonic 2 and Sonic 3.
And Knuckles.
Yep.
How can a man that fast?
How can a man that fat move fucking fast? Well, at the very least, with OBS, I was able to. Oh no, that is the only love you're gonna get from Tails. I will actually be raising that Chow after I do the Dark Side story. Ooh, stamina went up quite a bit. Let's see, can you swim? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go find the lost chap out in Prison Lane. How do you feel about the Find the Lost Chow missions, Gizmo?
Cool.
Why, you said you hated them?
What? How do you know about the what?
How do you feel about the Lost Chow missions?
Oh boy, I hate them.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate them.
You need Mystic Melody just to find them.
If you're lucky to find them after using Mystic Melody.
Well, there's always like a specific location and for each of them. Alright, now, how do you feel about the mech levels? Gizmo?
I like them. I just wish I didn't have to hear that long ass negative Tails.
I completely understand that criticism.
Wish the mobility was a little better too.
Oh, I found the Mystic Melody thing. And I found the Chow.
Using a final smash.
Gary Bogard, Mario, Luigi, Wario, every Fire Emblem character, Ryu and Ken, Kazuya.
Select the stage. Who do you want to be?
I knew it since I played Melee. I just never bothered playing the
Yeah,
game.
same here.
Reference.
I've been trying to like have a bit of fun with Fire Emblem 7, in with some cheat codes. Because I am a dirty cheater. I will not apologize for that.
You guys gonna see Killer? No, wait, not. Gonna see Violent Night when that comes out.
I don't know about that.
I think it looks awesome.
You know, the sad thing is I kind of prefer this game with the Chaos Drives over the first game with the Badniks. Because the thing with the Badniks is that it's always just animals. I prefer not deforming my Chow.
What, you saying you don't want a unicorn Chow or like a Chow that looks like a ghost?
Yes.
Mine Chow.
Plus, it adds to your stats while subtracting.
Keep getting them drives after giving them ones that give them negative effect. So that's on Gorilla. I'll give them a lot of Gorilla stuff. Then I'll give them the drives. Win-win.
I don't care for your advice, Omo Chow.
Didn't really get, even like disregarding her, you know, fixing Sonic to bring him back to life. What made her fall in love with Sonic in the first place?
Who, Elise?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a typical old damsel falls in love with her rescuer, or kind of scenario.
Yeah, that part didn't really sit right with me. Oh, because it's a furry. Oh, because he's kissing a dead body. I said, okay. How many fairy tales have you heard where kissing somebody who might be dead, or is dead, or almost dead?
That's literally Sleeping Beauty and Snow White.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White. There's a lot of other fairy tales out there that do the same thing. So I don't know why people are all disgusted that she kissed the dead. There's tales out there that isn't a fairy tale that still.
Okay, Homer, calm down.
Damn, bro, calm down.
I gotta restart. Arca. Oh, come on!
Yeah, fine.
Who's there? Oh, it's just the three of us.
Unfortunately, he left before
Gizmo, I kind of feel like Sonic and Dante, they follow somewhat similar design philosophies when it comes to their stage design.
Not really. One's about speedrunning and platforming, while the other one is about puzzles and slashing your enemies to death.
Let me explain. Both require you to not only beat the stage, but literally flex on it.
You could argue that's any game.
Yeah, but I feel like it's especially prominent with these games.
And it's really stretching the Dante connection.
Well, consider the fact that they're both quite stylish in how they do it. Like, do you see the amount of flexing Sonic does in some of the opening cutscenes to his games?
That's any cocky character.
Yeah.
He's doing homing attacks. You can't really show that much off when you're doing that. Dante, on the other hand, can use just one shotgun as a nunchuck. You just shut up 2 talking swords and has a demon turn it into a weapon that is the equivalent of an electric guitar on roids.
You know, I'm sure both Sonic and Dante would just gush over the other's abilities and whatnot. It's like, whoa, you could go super? Or Sonic's like, you have an electric guitar, man. Let's rock out.
They both rocked out before, and they both kind of have super forms.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Sonic and Dante would be good buddies.
I did it!
I know it's a bit of a strange connection, but you get the idea.
Really?
Plus, it's like both of them are also very addicted to fast food.
And you're really spreading that thin line.
Select the stage.
I spread a lot of... Let me... Here's the thing, in Gizmo.
Yeah.
I tend to do a lot of strange things with very thin connections. Like Gizmo.
Still here.
I can't... Like, you'd be surprised what I could make work. The machine has reached its limit! Sonic! Go!
Yeah.
And I died as Tails.
Gizmo says yes, Kevin says
Select
no.
the stage.
So
Who do you want to be?
What?
you said no, he doesn't sound like Charlie Brown, but Gizmo says yes. Which is it?
Who sounds like Charlie Brown?
Tails.
Who?
Don't worry.
As the great owl once asked.
Leafy. Who? Leafy. Who? Leafy. Who?
Yeah, now my kitty cat sounds like an owl.
Excuse me.
So what do you think is your least favorite aspect of Sonic Adventure 2?
The man's perfection to unlock everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's one thing if you have to complete every mission. It's another thing entirely if you're expecting me to A rank every single one. Fuck yourself.
I have
Just
seen...
just so I can unlock a couple of costumes.
There's actually a YouTuber on... oh, hold on.
Moving around at the speed of sound. Got places
Select
to
the
go,
stage.
gotta follow my rainbow.
Gotta follow my way home.
Oh. also sang it.
No, did he?
Yes, I can prove it. Sonic Adventure 2.
You're pretty behind.
See?
Sorry about that, gentlemen. My dad just needed to do something real quick down here.
You know, once I actually was thinking about doing speedruns of this game. Then I saw the speedrun records.
Oh god, how high?
1 hour.
An
2
hour?
hours. Like there have been records where people have finished this under an hour. The whole game.
Wow, that is damn impressive.
I'm not just talking about Hero and Dark. I'm talking like Hero, Dark, and Final.
Select the stage.
Okay, now, what is your absolute favorite aspect of Sonic Adventure 2?
The Chow.
That seems to be what everybody says.
I mean, if I'd be lying if I didn't say it was a Chow. Like right on top. Sonic stages are second. The robot missions are on third. The treasure tracking ones are on fourth.
Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus with a lot of people on this game.
So wait. Chow's on top. Versus mode is second. Sonic stages are on third. The mech stages are on fourth, and the treasure hunting stages are on fifth.
I swear, multiplayer is fun to just dick around with other people.
Oh yeah. I'm really not a fan of the mech versus mode though.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I would have expected like a high score attack or something.
There needs to be a bit more variety to the versus is mode, though.
Yeah, that's not a lie. You know what? I would have at least settled for an unlockable Sonic R track for Sonic Adventure 2.
Huh.
Like, think about it. Sonic Adventure 2, it's got the perfect mechanics if someone were to say remake Sonic R. And instead of the secret passageways being restricted to how many rings you catch, you could probably be like, only certain shortcuts are accessible through certain characters. Like maybe there's one where you can only someone who can break through steel crates can go through. Okay, that's something.
No!
Or if there's one where it's like, oh, there's a shortcut that only people that can dig can go through.
Damn it!
Like, okay, that's something that can do.
Sorry.
Like that.
Sorry, I'm...
Yes, you went Haga.
Insector Haga.
Insector Haga.
Yeah, the Japanese name for Weevil.
Seriously, that's his name? Jesus.
What, Weevil? What do you prefer, Weevil Underwood or Insector Haga? It could be worse. Have you seen Rex Raptor's Japanese name?
No, what is it?
Ryuzaki Dinosaur?
What the fuck? That's
I
a little
know!
That's not even on the nose. That's practically going into his towards and becoming a blackhead at this point.
Oh.
So deep into his... It's so deep into his nose, you're blowing it with a piece of tissue.
A very dirty piece of tissue.
Well. Shit.
No! That fucking missile. That goddamn missile. Every time. Oh, come on.
Really wish they started doing went back to the Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm pretty sure they had at least one idea or two. No, I was just wishing that Team 4 Star would get back on Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
They're not going. They're insisting that they aren't going to, but I'm like, considering you're doing it.
It's not a matter of how long, it's a matter of when.
Yeah, that's like what Corrin said. 'Twas not a matter of if, only when.
Yeah, I've been saying that since the beginning, ever since they announced, oh, we're stopping Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Scott Frericks has me blocked just because I called him out on his bullshit.
You got blocked by him because of that shit?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, Scott had blocked me because of the fact that I called him out on his bullshit. Yes, it was because I told them, now if only you actually abridged BoJack Unbound. Because he...
It already had... The idea's obvious. It's right there in front of them. The way they look, just do something pirate-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that from the beginning. Dude, how could you not... Dude, look
and
at...
Alex
look
has
at the way they dress.
Alex
They
told
are
me that
pirates.
he had a script for BoJack Unbound, since it seemed like they didn't have any ideas. And meanwhile, they're trying to. And meanwhile, Nick is like, oh, these jokes will get me. Will get me canceled. I'm like, considering
Bro, they're jokes, no one's gonna cancel you.
Select the stage.
I want off this Clown World.
nobody who's trying to cancel Team 4 Star was ever their fan. They should know this.
And if
But-
they say they are, they're liars.
Yep.
I want off this Clown World. I want off this Clown World.
Can't think of anything for BoJack. Pirates. They said they're space pirates. Do
And plus-
something pirate based.
and plus-
I don't care if you gotta make fun of the Muppets Treasure Island, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Treasure Planet. Anything pirate based, bruh, it's right there in front of you.
And not only that, they already had this pirate personality for BoJack in the Saiyan saga.
They get over exaggerated, man. It's like, okay, yeah, you're space pirates. Do something with it. Yeah, run out of ideas, my ass. Oh shit. Okay, sure. You need a break. We get it. We've been doing this for years. Why, bro? Come on. Just because people ask you, hey, can you do this again? Pussies.
And
Do
not
you
only
see
that,
James Rolfe blocking people because people ask, hey, can you do board James again? No.
oh god, I hate how hard mode did this. Why do you still have the goddamn missile launch countdown? Right in the clutch, baby!
What'd you say? Read the cooch?
Right in the clutch.
Read the cooch. Okay, got it.
No, don't put words in my mouth.
You want what put in your mouth?
God damn it.
I didn't know you were that kind of guy, man. I mean, I don't judge.
Do I look like Scott? Considering the fact that I would openly stare at a fan art or of Yoruichi for hours on end, thinking that it's part of the plot, what do you think? Do you really think I'm a gay man?
You know I'm joking, right?
I know you are.
Select the stage.
Repeat that little news to me. What was it? Tranny hides from Minecraft Kings or whatever the hell?
Oh my god.
Streamer Knuckles isn't hiding from Minecraft game stalking.
Oh, Keffels, of course.
Why am I not surprised that Keffels is in hiding?
Get the dead naming shit. It's like, oh, how dare you call me by my dead name? Dead name? I didn't know it was a tangible thing I could fucking murder. What dead name? I don't use that name anymore. Okay, say that. Why would it be offensive if I called you by your dead name? Because it's not me anymore. And it's a simple mistake anyone can make. You're not that important, ho.
No. Plus, Keffels didn't even take down Kiwi Farms.
That's another thing. That's another thing that bothered me. You're going after an entire website because you got doxxed.
Because not only that, but
that's like me going after IGN for gross negligence of journalism.
no, not only that, but they went after Kiwi Farms just to cover their tracks. Because Kiwi Farms exposed them for being not only a groomer, but willfully giving an illegal hormone replacement therapy for children in 12 to 19.
Select the
And
stage.
she still hasn't been arrested for it either.
Good luck trying to point that out.
And
You're
there's
really
literally a reason why why there's a meme of Keffel is just looking pissed off, being like, everyone I hate.
Kiwi Farms.
Yep. I see you've
So
seen that
riding on a
picture
sled,
too.
Arms
Yep.
and legs covered in hair.
Yep.
Man, I'm about to just change. Man, I'm about to just start identifying as a woman, get like a fake wig, and just grab a convenience store because I know that if I'm trans, I'll probably get away with it.
Well, I mean, hell, in the UK, they're just allowing idiots to just spill milk carton.
Yeah, they're allowing everybody to just do a crime just because feelings. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm never going to Europe.
Same.
Like they let a lot of crimes go away, no matter how irritating, no matter how dangerous it can be.
Yep.
Just because we don't want to be racist.
California, it's actually not illegal. It's actually not illegal. To
What about
steal
California?
$1,000.
Oh yeah, that bullshit. Yeah, they better get rid of that because more and more people are moving their independent stores away from like dangerous areas and stuff like that.
No!
Like, you know that
10 years ago, thinking California was going to get nuked by Korea. I kind of wish that had happened.
No, I guess SJWs will go away. They'll just be replaced with Korean SJWs.
Yeah, because they're just as bad, if not worse. Because freedom of speech is a thing that they shun.
I wish we all could leave California now.
Select the stage.
California had hot bitches again. None of that positivity of your body. No adding a penis just because you identify as a dude.
Parody too, you guys don't know.
What's that?
It's an old Beach Boys song. Babylon Beat did a parody
Okay.
recently called "I Wish We All Could Leave California,"
I didn't hear about that, no.
which is a parody of "I Wish They All Could Be California Girls."
We don't wish that anymore.
Yeah, because California girls, chances are they aren't really girls.
Or they'll get offended if you call them a girl.
It's ma'am. Does anybody remember that old meme?
Yeah. Like it was yesterday.
Like, let me just be clear, I don't hate trans people or even dislike them. I don't have a problem with trans people in general. Let me just make that clear right now.
Sure.
What I do have a problem with is, well, okay, let me put it this way. I don't want to hear anybody say that trans people are oppressive.
Yes!
I don't want to hear that anymore because
That was cool!
that's complete bullshit these days. Like, if you're trans and you want somebody you don't like off the internet, all you gotta do
Select the stage.
is call up, you know, like for example, how Keffel got Nick Ricada off of YouTube. All he had to do was cry out, "My transphobia," and what happened? Nick Ricada got removed off of YouTube.
Temporarily.
You see my point.
That was from like a mob thing though, for false flagging and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know Nick Ricada's that.
We only needed one person to confirm that it was a false flag, and it was Brianna Wu.
But yeah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear, "Oh, trans people are oppressed." I don't want to hear that anymore.
If they were oppressed, you wouldn't be living. If they were oppressed, they wouldn't be allowed in stores or public places. If they were oppressed, there would be a crime against them. Like, oh, don't let transsexuals come in here or there. Don't sell these things to transsexuals, yada, yada, yada. If you see a transsexual, shoot him. There's nothing like that.
No, if anything, no, they're more protected. They're even more protected now than they were back then. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a trans shooter, there was a trans mass shooter over a year back. That, the mainstream media ignored it.
Yeah, why do you think? Dude, there's an entire porn section for trannies. That tells you how far we've come as a society, but they don't want to hear it.
Exactly. Because, I mean, there are most people who actually prefer this. Right? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Of course, they want to go into semantics like, oh no, the femboys are transsexuals too. No, they're not. They're actually just very feminine men. Oh, but if they don't identify as such, that means they're transphobic. No, that just means that they're very feminine men and they don't want to transition.
Yeah.
Oh, but we don't like that. Okay,
Yeah,
we
this
don't
is
like
exactly
that.
what the Bridget situation is.
Yeah, Bridget.
Claymore was trying to kill too.
Oh, fuck Claymore, man. He just never.
He never shuts the fuck
knows
up.
when she has the
He
opportunity to
bitches
hate
about He
when
literally.
he has the ability to debate someone with anybody, he just doesn't take it. He never gets the opportunity to say his piece properly without no speakonian bullshit, as if this was 2009.
Oh, come on, game! Sorry. I literally told him, get a goddamn microphone instead of using that text-to-speech voice you love so much. But no, he's like, go to the goddamn gym. He goes through my family's Facebook, just to pull this shit on me.
Yeah, and he says he's against doxing. So, Claymore, if you're watching this, you're a lying sack of shit.
He's a liar. He's a piece of shit.
Guess I'll just die.
Gizmo, are you quoting
Suck Claymore. Or Deke for us.
Gizmo, are you quoting that one prank call from years back?
No, that's an actual wrestler who said all that shit. That is an actual wrestler they interviewed.
No!
Never heard of shoot interviews?
Yes. CM Punk did a shoot, 9 years, like, 11 years ago. And said shoot got CM Punk really popular.
He still is.
Nah, he fucked his own career up now, man.
I didn't say he was liked. No, but seriously, Claymore, he can suck dick. He doesn't. He tries to voice his opinion on Twitter, which is fine. But then if he's making videos, he hides behind speakonia, which is something that nobody does anymore. And
No.
even if they do, there's probably some problem that they have to deal with.
Even
like-
back in my, even back in some of my earliest YouTube videos that, honestly, I am not a big fan of hence why I kind of deleted them.
Like, it's not that hard to buy a mic. You don't even have to go out and buy one of those boom mics. Just
No, you don't even have to
Get
buy
it.
a Blue Yeti like I do.
yeah, get a gaming headset for your PC. All of them have mics attached to them. Like the one I'm using right now, it's a gaming headset for my PC.
Yeah. And like I
That's
said,
what I can afford them at the moment.
I can probably bring up that Ben didn't.
Select the stage.
Kanye West claims George Floyd died by fentanyl.
oh my
That's-
god.
I mean,
Look,
it's plausible.
Floyd's family
I-
considered
but-
lawsuits.
It's plausible, but no one's gonna really listen to that because people are still not over the Floyd shit.
no. And the thing is,
Like-
is
if you look at the footage, like if you look at the footage, he's kneeling. Sure, he's kneeling on his back, but he's not kneeling on his neck. That if he was kneeling on his neck, then sure, I understand why he ran out of breath. But he's kneeling on his upper back. No, unless you're very sick or
Huh,
you're
there-
high on some kind of drug,
so
you should not have trouble breathing in that
wait,
position.
so what you're saying is that there was footage that confirmed such a thing?
I mean, he was already confirmed that he was on drugs. He was already being confirmed that he's on drugs. He tried to go against the police because he used fake money, which is already a crime and very dangerous crime at that. Because if you're just giving one away, who knows how many more you got somewhere?
Good lord.
The cops legally did nothing wrong, and that's the key word here, folks.
Yeah, they legally did nothing wrong, but they don't want to hear it. They just know all they know and want to know is that the guy was on his back. He said he couldn't breathe, and he killed him because he couldn't breathe. Doesn't work that way though, because if let's say I was on the ground, you know, if I can't breathe and I'm on the ground, that means there must be something wrong with me. Like, let's forget that anybody's on my back. It's just me on the floor. If I can't breathe and I'm just flat on the ground, whether it be on my back or front, doesn't matter, then there's something wrong with me. You know, maybe it's probably allergic reaction. Maybe
Either allergic reaction
I'm choking on something, or maybe I'm on a ton of drugs. You know, and if I'm outside, it's probably like the last one. I'm on a lot of drugs because, you know, why the fuck would I touch anything I'm allergic to, considering I could die? And sleep apnea only happens when you're fucking sleeping. So I'm awake. That means I'm taking a lot of fucking drugs. Now,
Right.
if a guy was kneeling on my back, preventing me from breathing. Upper back, lower back, middle back, whatever the fuck. Baby back ribs.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
And I should still be able to breathe.
Yeah.
If he was laying on my neck, then you can make the argument that I would have trouble breathing, or I couldn't breathe at all. Because the neck is, you know, connected to the throat, and the throat is connected to the Adam's apple. Adam's apple is connected to the mouth bone, whatever the fuck.
Yep.
And if I'm not breathing and the guy's on my neck, then yeah, okay, he did something that he's not supposed to be doing. But he's on his back. He's kneeling on the dude's back. That means he's just trying to pin him down so he won't go anywhere. He just happened to not be breathing because of a drug overdose.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, the fucking footage proves that legally he did nothing wrong. And that doesn't mean that, like, anything he was, that doesn't mean anything the cop was doing was, he wasn't completely in the right. I mean, legally he did nothing wrong. Like, you can still follow the confines of the law and still be retweeted.
Yeah.
Like, you could be like that one guy who was like, oh, well, you stole scooter, so technically that's a Grand Theft Auto vehicle. Oh, but, you know, that what you put there, that dropped on me, and it hit me, and it hurt just a bit, but it still hurt, so that's technically assault of an officer. You know, they're those kind of people.
Yeah, that's...
You ever seen a
But he
YouTube?
wasn't.
You ever seen this YouTube channel that goes over the various things of if certain villains or heroes in the recent case were charged with their crimes?
I've seen them around, but when I clicked on one, it was just really uninteresting.
Well, I thought it was certainly interesting.
I like the concept, but from what I saw once,
I actually kind of liked.
yeah.
I kind of liked it mostly due to the fact that it was, you know, educational. I like to learn new stuff every day.
It's the execution that didn't do it for me.
I thought it was executed pretty well, but, different strokes for different folks.
Yes!
The Keffels in the gang that are selling illegal hormones face jail time. Oh, and it was deleted. It was a Reddit post.
That was cool!
Of course, Reddit's gonna delete something like that.
Yeah, because
No.
Reddit's also an SJW site.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I don't take them seriously.
Select a stage.
Yeah.
Reddit grew some nuts.
You're heavily implying something that they physically cannot do.
Like, that's never gonna happen. Let alone
I like the opening metaphor of the first Shrek movie, where Shrek literally wiped his ass with a fairy tale. Because it kind of tells us what kind of movie we're getting into. It's not like your typical, oh, hero saves the princess and whatnot. Like, Shrek still does the thing. It's just, you know.
Nah.
Not exactly the thing we were expecting. Come on, game. Oh, come on, don't make a meme out of me. Oh, oh. Do, 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 do. Come on, come on, come on!
Get out of me!
That's from The Simpsons.
Yes.
Planet of the Apes, the musical.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt someone will try.
Talk, you can talk, I can say. When the hell is Bitcoin gonna crash? It was actually supposed to have crashed quite some time ago. Yeah, I heard.
Don't know.
Oh my
It's not
goodness.
that I wanted to crash, it's just that I expected to. Because, like,
It's eventually going to.
because of the way the recession is going right now, like,
Oh, come on, game.
it's supposed to have crashed by now, but
Why do you keep throwing it down, Sonic?
But I think the big crypto whales right now are just being protected.
I'm just want to see if I can do that stocks thing again, like I did with GameStop.
What, are you gonna call them and ask if they have Battletoads?
They technically do have Battletoads now, so that joke's not going to work anymore.
Damn it!
There's supposed to be another huge GameStop short squeeze, but I don't know if it's really gonna happen.
Yeah. People catch them. I'm sure there's going to be. It's just probably not going to be what we expected.
What's your favorite Sonic or Shadow stage in Sonic Adventure 2? Gizmo?
City Escape.
Okay, now your favorite Shadow stage.
The one with the San Francisco Bridge.
That's Speed Highway.
I don't know. I don't know what that one's called.
No way, it's Radical Highway.
Yeah, there you go.
Totally radical, dude.
Topic that Ben also didn't talk about yet.
Yeah, why don't you go through those?
8 lost all of his money in crypto.
How? Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Logi's a dumbass. How does he keep losing money?
He finds a way.
How does he keep losing money, dude? Dude, every time. Oh my god. How many times has he done that at this point?
No, I'm serious. The guy, like Kevin, like I'm dead serious. Like, I don't know if Kevin knows about this, but Boogie 2988 has actually threatened suicide so that people would give him donations.
Oh, for fuck's
Give
sake.
me money or I slit my throat.
Oh my god.
You know.
Please.
These are the kinds of people. These are the kind of people that I call out on a regular basis. They would use whatever. They would use They would use either their depression, and their anxiety, or their gender, race, or their status in the LGBTQ community as an excuse to be an asshole. As I've told these people before, just because you're a part of that community doesn't give you a right.
They do that because they know the mainstream media will protect them.
Fuck the mainstream media.
Yes. I wonder if Kevin also knows that Boogie actually went through weight loss surgery and then gained all his weight back.
Really?
Fuck you even.
Boogie 2988 actually had weight loss surgery, and after that he was doing pretty well at first, and he gained all the weight back.
That's stupid.
Like,
Jesus.
this is too tasteless for the server, so I'm gonna hand you teaching photo.
Here we go.
This power-up is useless in this stage.
I still need to get the magical light or whatever the hell for Sonic.
Mystic
I don't
Melody?
remember where that is.
It's in Final Rush.
At this point, I'm just like, dude, like, Boogie starts to threaten suicide again. I'm just gonna do it already.
Give me. Give me.
You know.
We don't sell that. We don't sell that.
You know what?
They don't sell that.
You know, the reason why I kind of wanted to do like a SA2 race with Alex was mostly due to the fact that he seemed to enjoy doing the SA1 race we did it a while ago. Oh, and you know, this was like he never played Sonic Adventure 2 prior to the race. And Gizmo, I'm sure you've seen that it shows. I'm trying to remember. And you know I've heard the rocket launcher reference thing before, but where is it from exactly?
Metal Slug.
Oh.
Well, at first it was just rocket launcher, like you know, just some bro was excited. But then later on, they actually had like a Schwarzenegger sound alike. Just go rocket launcher.
Oh my god, that sounds awesome. Oh.
Though it was kind of weird. They had like what, 3 announcers for Metal Slug when it came to the weapons.
Metal what now?
Metal Slug?
So it was like rocket launcher. It was like rocket launcher, and then rocket launcher, and then rocket launcher. like he's trying to imitate the.
The Governator?
No, that's the second one. The third one sounded like he was trying to imitate Michael Buffer, you know, the Ready to Rumble guy.
I've never heard that.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Oh, now you...
That guy.
Oh, now I know. Oh, who you're talking about.
Yeah.
G.I. Schmo.
The second one sounded like Schwarzenegger, and then the third one sounded like Michael Buffer.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
The fact that the Lost Chow in Crazy Gadget is right near the end of the stage should tell you a lot about this game's weird design philosophy.
You know, one stage I really hate in Sonic Adventure 2, it's the
My least...
driving.
Oh, the driving stages?
Oh, fuck the driving stages, man. The driving controls, I can barely do tight turns.
And you want to know my least favorite stage in the entire game? Fucking Mad Space.
Why?
Its gimmick is stupid.
Stupid.
It's like, oh. It's like, oh, we are in this. It's like, oh, we are in this, you know, oh, space level, oh, like Knuckles. Only, it's there's a bottomless pit below you. You know, unlike with the Knuckles space level. Also, oh, there's that. And then the first clue is written backwards, and then the rest of the clues mean the exact opposite of what they're saying. If nobody knows the gimmick to Mad Space, they're gonna be like, what is going on?
Updated our tier list.
Oh boy.
And look, here's the Gizmo, you really wanted to ask me like my feelings towards the infamous Thanos versus Darkseid death battle, right?
Yes. What the hell is that ranking?
I will explain. Now, the concept for the battle itself is really good. And it was pretty obvious from the get-go that Darkseid was going to win, even if Thanos had the Infinity Gauntlet. The problem is the battle itself. Oh, and also the researchers just keep... Also, the analysis segment was just too filled to the brim with Marvel Cinematic Universe jokes. They wore their welcome way too fast. Like, they literally sat down on a keyboard and was like, yeah, this is good. Let's do this. Not even considering the possibility that maybe this would come off as a bit stale. You see what I mean?
I mean, I feel like they used the right amount of jokes for MCU.
They even used MCU jokes when they got to Darkseid's analysis, and they only had like one obscure reference to DC that nobody's going to get unless they've read the comics.
Which one?
I forget the name of the character, but I know for a fact he's a relatively obscure one.
Fuck it, here's one with a new tier. Ugly filler.
Now, the problem I have with the fight is the fact that at first of all, oh, this is supposed to be like this big epic fight between two, not two all-powerful beings, and yet it hardly utilizes the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, the only stones that are used are like the Space Stone, the Power Stone, and the Reality Stone, but that's it. Thanos doesn't use the Time Stone. He doesn't use the Reality Stone. He doesn't even attempt to use the Mind Stone. No, he just uses 3 out of 6 of the stones and the Snap. That's it.
I mean, they're on a set schedule, so
And
I'm pretty sure there's only so many references they could put in.
And not only that, they also kind of, really dumb down True Form Darkseid. True Form Darkseid is not something that is really all that comprehensible. Like, you can't dumb down something like him.
It was accurate, though.
Accurate, maybe.
Yeah, the size. Look at him.
Yeah, accurate, maybe, but they kind of made it too simplified.
Well, again, shit. Well, again, they probably, because of the set schedule they were on, there was only so much they could do from there.
And it's like Darkseid, and like I said, and it's really a shame in what they do with all this potential they have. I'm just casually watching my OP Chow flex on these level 1s. Yeah, like with the Chow Karate, there's nothing you can do to interact with this except for pressing the A or X button, in my case, since I'm using a PS4 controller, to get the Chow to move faster. But that wastes stamina. Goal! Congratulations, a WinRAR is you. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
The winner is you.
I couldn't resist that reference. Now, so Gizmo, Totally Not Mark has uploaded his second in half of the review to the Arrancar, to his thoughts on the Arrancar saga of Bleach. Totally Not Mark has released his new video on the latter portion of the Arrancar saga of Bleach.
Okay.
And it's like, I understand the criticism about the fights being a bit repetitive and not really doing all too much. But the thing is that at the fights in the Arrancar saga are kind of end up not just showing off like what the characters can do and whatnot, but it also kind of, gives us the characters in terms of their personalities, what they're fighting for and whatnot. If that makes any sense to you. Like, I get that. I get that it can be a bit repetitive because, you know, oh, the plot seemingly doesn't move without Ichigo. I'm like, how often has the plot not moved without Goku?
You want an answer? I mean, when he was dead.
Goku was dead, and the plot moved a bit, and without him. But then came the Z Fighters are fighting against Vegeta and Nappa. Most of them got murked, and they made zero progress as in dealing with these guys until Goku showed up. And they did this 3 times. You get what I mean, right, Gizmo?
No.
Basically, in the Saiyan Saga, when the Z Fighters were fighting against Nappa and Vegeta, and most except for Krillin and Gohan died in that battle. Then, again, in the Namek Saga, where Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin get bodied by Recoome, the only progress they made there was defeating Inguldo. It took Goku showing up to, you know, actually get through the rest of the Ginyu Force. And then again in the same saga, Goku and alright, in the same saga, the Z Fighter is now adding Piccolo to the party. Their progress was basically getting Frieza to transform. You know, they just got him. And it's like, even though Frieza could deal with them in his 3rd form, he's like, nah, I'm just gonna flex on you guys with my final form. Was there anything I'm missing from that at Gizmo?
100% form.
Well, no. Well, obviously that. Like most shonen, the plot doesn't really progress until the protagonist shows up and does something to the villain. I mean, hell, that's kind of a thing in like Naruto and whatnot as well. And with Bleach, each of the Soul Reaper captains were able to take out 2 of the highest ranking Arankars, as well as Tosin, and without Ichigo needing to show up. Ichigo, meanwhile, had one of the arguably best fights in the series with him versus Ulquiorra. And you know what Mark's criticism on that fight was? Gizmo?
Yep.
You know what Mark's criticism on the fight with Ichigo and Ulquiorra was?
What?
The fact that Ichigo did something similar to how his fight with Byakuya ended up going in at the end of Soul Society. Because with that fight, Ichigo was like, oh, that wasn't me, so why don't we finish I would rather finish this as myself. With Ulquiorra, it's pretty much the same thing. And so it's not an out-of-character thing for Ichigo to want a fair fight. Hey. Like, there's criticisms I do disagree with, but he overall does make some decent points. You know who I'm talking about, right?
No.
He was featured on Team 4 Star's quote-unquote last Dragon December. Totally not Mark. Ark is like a huge Dragon Ball fan.
I heard the name, I just don't know what he does.
He's an anime reviewer. Though he prefers reading manga, which I'm like, I can't fault you for taking the right option. Some of my... Oh. Get the hell up! Yes! Sorry, my Chow ended up falling face first. Alright, now he can plant seeds. Compete in running. And Gizmo.
Yep.
I end up also being in like a Discord server with a guy who like looks at every bit of CGI and most things. He's like, oh, that's gay if they use CGI. I'm like, and he had addressed this criticism towards the first episode of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. I'm like, not everything's gonna be 2D animated in this day and age.
Not when it comes to anime, though.
No. Oh, and the only things that were CG in that episode were the hollows. Maybe one background during the fight, but that was it. Everything looked really nice. Also, the beginning fight scene in that episode was quite the impressive reintroduction to the characters. Because, you know, it's been over 10 years since Bleach ended in Japan in terms of the anime.
Yeah, I'm aware of it ending. I just never got a chance to really catch up with it.
How far did you get?
Was doing Rukia.
Oh, so Soul Society?
Yep.
What in the hell?
The closest I got to deep lore with Bleach was Bleach Dark Souls on DS.
So, some of the fruit have turned green.
Doesn't that mean those are dark fruit?
No.
Those look like melons.
Don't worry, buddy.
Like straight up Japanese melons.
Don't worry, buddy. 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 Don't worry, buddy.
Yeah, it seems like the fruit have turned into melons.
Odd.
Select a stage.
Whee!
Oh,
What?
I thought your name here was still here.
Mason?
Yeah.
Weird. You know, there's a YouTuber who also does a lot of Bleach content called DBZ Imran, and I recommend giving him a watch if you want to get like caught up on a lot of things related to Bleach. If that's at all helpful to you.
I'll just watch it. At least I can catch up with it better than One Piece.
And plus if you're gonna watch it, at the very least there's guides to filler to avoid. And you know what everyone will say is the worst arc of Bleach?
What?
The Fullbring arc. I thought it was a nice breath of fresh air, I thought it was a nice breather arc after the lengthy Arrancar saga. How did you feel about the introduction of Gun in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie? Gizmo?
Yeah. What's up?
I didn't quite catch that. What did you think of the introduction of Gun in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie?
Say that again?
What did you think of the introduction of Gun in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie?
Too soon? Like, I feel like what they're doing is they're merging stories. The first one was just the first one, but the second one was
Sonic 2 and 3?
Hedgehog 2 and 3 mixed together. Yeah, and the third Sonic movie is going to be about Shadow. So I can only guess that they're not only going to bring in Shadow, they're also going to bring in Amy Rose, the robot, Cream. You know what I mean? It's like, the first movie is just 1, the second movie is 2 and 3. The fourth movie is not 4. It's not Sonic Adventure. It's Sonic Adventure 2, 2 are one mixed together. So they're gonna skip over you know, what was her name? The female echidna.
Tikal?
Tikal, there you go. They're gonna skip over her storyline. They're gonna skip over, like, the chaos monster.
You think maybe they might save that for something else?
Sure, but what else? I mean,
Select the stage.
4. Technically, Amy Rose, because, you know, technically Amy Rose met up with Sonic first on Sonic CD.
Yep.
For all we know, it could be because there was Sonic 1, 2, 3, CD, right? And then now we're getting Adventure 1, Adventure 2. And then after that, there's like a ton of other games with like bonkers storylines. So from what I can tell, there have to be combining Sonic Adventure 2, 1, and maybe Sonic CD. 3D Blast is stretching it because that's when you could arguably say introduce the flickies.
It's certainly...
That's where I'm getting a little worried because, like, the second movie they combined 2 and 3. Like, okay, it makes sense considering 2 didn't really have much in terms of story. They just gave you Tails. But on the other hand, you have the option of playing either Sonic or Knuckles. When you played Sonic, it showed Knuckles was the bad guy, but only because he was tricked into it. Knuckles has his own storyline on the other hand if you chose him, so he's clearly the good guy, but he's just tricked into doing bad deeds.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap?
Yeah, like we did in the movie. The third movie, they're gonna have from what my theory is trying to tell me is that they're gonna combine Sonic CD, Sonic Adventure 2, and possibly Sonic Adventure 1. Maybe Sonic 3D Blast because the only thing that has ever been a change was the flickies. Like, okay, flickies got their own game. Okay, but that wasn't a Sonic game. They were on block.
Seems interesting.
It's gonna be a shit show either way because there's a lot of things that are out of order. Like, okay, you're meeting Shadow. Okay, what happened to Amy Rose? What happened to the Flickies? What happened to the Chaos Monster? What happened to that robot from Adventure 1? What happened to Big the Cat? I mean, sure, nobody really gives a fuck about Big the Cat, but there's gonna be people. There's gonna be at least one person that cares. And it's gonna bring up like, hey, whatever happened to him? Was he ever part of the movie?
Oh. No! Sorry.
No.
Sorry about that. So, how do you feel about Jack Black as Bowser?
Fine. It's fine. I mean, he's... At least it's not just another Jack Black character. Like, when I hear the character in Blue Legend talk, it's just, oh, Jack Black with heavy metal powers.
Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah, and like I said before, you know, I hear him in Kung Fu Panda. That's just Jack Black's Panda. You know, that kind of thing.
At the very least, with Kung Fu Panda, you could make an argument he was playing a different character.
Yeah, but it just sounds like...
I mean, not everybody has to have, like, a different sounding voice. Not everybody, some actors have a different sounding voice.
Right, but there's times where the characters might as well, coincide with the actor. Like Tara Strong, she has drive in her voice. She knows what to do with it because she went from little boy to big boy to little girl to big girl to otherworldly creature to inworldly creature to robot to android to cyborg. She has drive. Jack Black, on the other hand, I'm only here when I hear Kung Fu Panda, I'm thinking, yeah, Jack Black Panda. When I hear Brutal Legend, I'm thinking, yeah, Heavy Metal Jack Black. Now, if Jack Black here, on the other hand, he's trying to make it sound different, just different enough that
I wonder
it's
if that
not recognizable.
I wonder if that has to do with like the voice direction.
Yeah, the voice. There has to be something with the voice direction because I'm not saying he's a bad voice actor. It's just that every time he voices anything, it just sounds like a Jack Black character. It's like, how do I put this? Let's say the guy who voices Wolverine. What was his name?
Steve Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Bloom.
Whenever you hear him voice anything outside of Spike Spiegel, you think, yeah, that's Wolverine. Like I'm hearing Jack Kamen in Mad World. Yeah.
Oh, you should hear
Wolverine with a chainsaw.
You should hear Steve Bloom as Gilmon in Digimon Tamers.
I'm hearing them in X-Men. He's like, yeah, that's Wolverine. When I hear him, what was that other anime? When he voiced an anime character with his natural speaking tone, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, that's not really Steve Bloom. That's just Steve. That's that character.
I mean, one of his earliest gigs was Spike Spiegel, and he certainly sounds different from Wolverine.
That's because he tried to match it with his personality. Once he went from like Wolverine, there's a lot of characters that just sound like, oh yeah, that's just Wolverine.
Like I said, you should hear how he sounds as Gilmon in Digimon Tamers.
Oh yeah, I heard. It's very different. I like it.
I love it.
It's when he starts voicing like Jack Kamen from Mad World, Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy Advent Children, Wolverine. It's like, yeah, they're all Wolverine to me, bro. It's like The Rock. It's like he voices an astronaut. Yeah, that's just The Rock as an astronaut.
Select the stage.
He voices a boxer. Yeah, that's just him. That's just The Rock as a boxer. God damn it!
What happened?
Podcast already on?
Huh?
The little podcast already on? The Mehcast?
No, it's not. No, I haven't ended it yet.
Ah. Okay. Hey, can you message your name here? I wonder what happened.
Guessing he got tired.
I get okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It must be late over there.
Well, not really. It's an hour. Not really. It's like maybe an hour behind me. No. God damn it. No. Well, in terms of the race, we may not have made any progress, but at the very least we got to talk about some things.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that At one thing I definitely do agree with on Totally Not Mark's videos of Bleach is that Kubo is at his best when he does character writing.
What, does he not write?
No, as in, like... No. Like, when it comes to putting out a story, his best S-bits are when he's doing character writing.
Ah. I see.
No!
Oh, I hate this stage so much.
I swear, I feel like I'm going to be off-screening most of this stuff.
I should really check in to see if I could do some sort of Google Voice thing so we could swap for the our video stuff.
Hey,
I don't know if that's still a thing anymore.
what's still a thing?
Google Video, Google Voice, whatever the hell.
Oh. Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure you
remember
can...
when
You might want to
that was
look...
when- That
You
was
should-
when Google Plus was still a thing.
Yeah. You know, one thing that Alex has said about my writing is mostly due to the fact that and he kind of like likes it, and when I do some of the character writing and whatnot, to which I'm like, that seems, because with a lot of how I write certain people, when I try to incorporate original traits from my own making, because that would be what would make sense, if you catch my drift. And essentially it's like, I'm just literally making this stuff up as I go along. Half of it I don't even have much confidence in.
Some advice I can tell you is if you think your idea is good enough to be created, in a sense, just do it.
Well, that's kind of what I've been doing. It's just, I sometimes go...
So even with the criticism, I'd say just keep going. Use the criticism as a way to look back at your work and think, you know, should I not, you know, that kind of thing. And even if they're right, use that as a way to learn. You know,
Yeah.
fit with that character, save it for another character, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of why I usually ask, hey, you got any criticism? Anything you liked? Whenever I pitch this to somebody. Like, I want to be able to learn from this. Where are you? Wow, that was easy. No! I swear. I want to get at least one of these 100 ring missions with Tails done before I close out the night.
You know, I'll probably do a late night stream after this.
Hey, that's fine.
Still gonna try and crack Delta 7. Probably gonna delete the footage I'm using right now, considering, you know, this isn't really for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, come on! You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna call it for the night, because I'm not getting anywhere with these. So anyway, I will be back next week with more Kingdom Hearts.
No problem.
So I'll see you then.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you then.